is mantra, sipping mantra-infused water. And if that sounds exotic, it is. So, if you'll take your achman, cup, spoon in your left hand, please, and then everyone can repeat after me. Om. Everyone, please. Apavitra, pavitrova, sarvavastan, gatopiva, yasmare, pundarikaksham, sabaya, abhyantara, shuchihi, Shri Vishnu, Shri Vishnu, Shri Vishnu. Om Keshavaya Namaha. Om Narayanaya Namaha. Om Madhavaya Namaha. We're going to repeat this 2 more times. Om. I'm going to need help today. Means that repeat the mantras with gusto. It makes the whole initiation better. You ready? Everyone here is an active participant. When you chant the mantras with gusto and offer blessings and create auspicity. Om Abhavitra Pavitrova Sarvavastan Gatopiva Yasmare Pundarikaksham Sabaya Abhyantara Shuchihi Shri Vishnu Shri Vishnu Shri Vishnu. Om Keshavaya Namaha. Om Narayanaya Namaha. Om Madhavaya Namaha. Om Apavitra Pavitrova Sarvavastan Gatopiva Yasmare Pundarikaksham Sabaya Abhyantara Shuchihi Shri Vishnu Shri Vishnu Shri Vishnu. Om Keshavaya Namaha. Om Narayanaya Namaha. Om Madhavaya Namaha. This mantra means whatever state you're in now, pure or impure, when you remember the all-attractive lotus-eyed Lord, then you become pure, internally and externally. And now we'll chant a few verses from the Sri Brahma Samhita. If you're not acquainted with the verses or know them, you can look them up on your phone or you can turn towards the screen. Ishvara Parama Krishna Sakchidananda Vigraha Anadiradi Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam Chintamani Prakada Sadma Sukalpa Vriksha Lakshavritesha Sudabira Vipalayantam Lakshmi Sahasra Shata Sambrama Sevyamanam Govinda Mari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Vedramata Galaya Taksham Barhavatan Samasitam Buddha Sundarangam Kandarpa Koti Kamadhiya Vishesha Shobham Govinda Mari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Alola Chandra Kalasadvana Malya Vamshi Ragnangadam Pranaya Keli Kalavilasam Shyamam Tribangaladitam Niyata Prakasham Govinda Mari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Agni Angani Yasa Sakalendriya Vrittimanti Pashanti Panti Kalayanti Chiram Jaganti Ananda Chinmaya Sadujvala Vigrahasya Govinda Mari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Advaitam Achyutam Anadim Anantarupam Adyam Purana Purusham Navayauvanam Cha Vedeshu Dulamama Dulamama Bhaktau Govinda Mari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Pantastu Koti Shatavatsara Sambragamyo Vayodatapi Manaso Munipungavaram Sopyasti Aprapadasinya Vichintya Tattve Govinda Mari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Ekopya Saura Charitum Jagadanda Kotim Yat Shakti Rasti Jagadanda Chayaya Danta Andanta Rasta Paramanu Chayanta Rastam Govinda Mari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Yat Pava Pavitadiyo Manujasta Taiva Samprapya Rupa Mahima Shayanana Bhusha Suktadyameva Nigama Pratitaistuvanti Govinda Mari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Ananda Chinmaya Rasa Pratibhavitavis Tabirya Eva Nijarupataya Kalabi Goloka Eva Nivasatya Kilatma Bhuto Govinda Mari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Premanjana Chudita Bhakti Vilochanena Santak Sadaiva Hridiyeshu Vilokayanti Yam Shama Sundarama Chintya Gunasarupam Govinda Mari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurmilitam Dena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Nam Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Prasharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschata Desha Charine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Congratulations to the four of you for taking these vows and steps in advancing towards Krishna. Prabhupada used to say that if you take one step towards Krishna, he takes 1,000 towards you. And it's a nice representative sample today, two taking the Harinam initiation and two taking Mantra Diksha. And let's talk for a minute about how these go together. In the Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that the chanting of the holy name, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, doesn't wait for Purushacharya and the processes of purification that one must undergo to become a Brahman and purified and a Brahman. However, in the present age, say our acharyas headed by Shri Jiva Goswami, most people, 99.999% of people are encumbered because of carrying previous impressions in their hearts which inhibit them from chanting purely. And it's the pure chanting of the holy name that we're after. That's why we recite the 10 offenses every morning, albeit at a speedy rate. We go through them, but they're extremely important. In order to come to pure chanting, says Jiva Goswami, in this age of Kali Yuga, having Puryascharya, purification, by taking the Panchratrik Vidhi, or the Panchratrik initiation, which is what we call the Mantra Diksha initiation. It's a great help. In fact, he says not just great help, he says it's necessary in order to chant the holy name purely. We know that when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepted initiation from his spiritual master in Gaya, Srila Ishvara Puripad, that he had accepted first Harinam and then he had taken the Gopal mantra, the most important of all the Panchratrik mantras. And his spiritual master had given him instructions about chanting. And he said, Harinama, 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 Eva Kevalam, Kalamas, Devanas, Devanas, Devagatiranyata. The only means in Kali Yuga for attaining perfection. And everything can be attained. Perfection means all the way up to Vraj Prema by chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. However, he also imparted the Gayatri Mantra and the Panchratrik mantras to his disciple. And all our acharyas have also accepted Mantra Diksha. Prabhupada would explain frequently, based on the teachings of our acharyas, that our process runs on 2 tracks. One is called Bhagavat Marg, and the other is Panchratrik Vidhi. Bhagavat Marg means that the spontaneous devotional service based on chanting Hare Krishna, hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. And the Panchratrik system is an abbreviated system of the Vedic process, which we don't follow in this age. The Vedic process requires a different environment. One has to grow up in a Gurukul system and learn the Vedic mantras and follow many different Smriti Shastras and be solidly situated within the Varnashrama. The Panchratrik system, which mostly comes from Sri Narada Muni, one of our acharyas, listed in our disciplic succession, gives us the compacted form of all Vedic study, and it's in a very practical form, including deity worship and the various mantras for purification that we chant. And when we do the Bhagavat Marg along with the Panchratrik Vidhi, it's compared to 2 train tracks by which we can steadily make the ascent to the spiritual world. It's the opinion of our acharyas, again, headed by Srila Jiva Goswami, that although chanting the Hare Krishna mantra is sufficient, we also need the other track, which is the Panchratrik track, through which we take the mantras, which also means we worship the deity. The system of initiation is also mentioned by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur as being a process, 5-fold process. And it starts with tapa, which means one develops a mindset of giving up the material world. There's a sense that this will be my last birth, and I'm turning away from the idea that I can find some comfortable situation here in the material world. And then comes the second, which is called Pandra, which means you begin to identify yourself as a Vaishnav. Pandra means Urdhva Pundra, anointing your body with tilak. It means the up and down tattoo, temporary tattoo you put on your face to show that you're a Vaishnav. And then comes nama. Nama means you accept a new name, either das or dasi. And you also take vows to regularly chant the holy name of the Lord. 16 rounds minimum as prescribed by our Acharya doctors. Acharya doctor, especially Srila Prabhupada, who mentions that although Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur had prescribed 64 rounds and said that anyone who doesn't chant 64 rounds is patita, or fallen, Prabhupada, experimenting with spreading Krishna consciousness all over the world, found that it was a better situation and more sustainable that his followers would chant 16 rounds daily and then use the balance of their time to work for Krishna, especially in spreading the Krishna consciousness movement, which incidentally was also the mood of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Not all the devotees chanted 64 rounds every day because Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur considered preaching so important that if those in the mutt were going out to preach, he allowed them to chant a minimum of 16 rounds. After one takes these vows for Harinam initiation, then comes mantra. Means mantra diksha. Diksha means divyam jnanam yato dadyat kuryat papasya sankshayam. Tasmat diksha sita prokta deshikais tattva kovidai. The Kovidas, the learned persons who know the Shastra, describe diksha as the process. Div, di, means divine knowledge. Divya means to accept divine knowledge coming directly from the Lord. Divyam jnanam. Yato dhadyat kuryat papasya sankshaya. So papasya means all accumulated unnecessary desires within the heart become smashed by diksha. Tasmat. And therefore, a person who knows what diksha is considers this the process by which one comes closer to the Lord. Diksha is followed then by deity worship. So there's these 5 tracks mentioned as Pancha Samskar. And samskars we hear about in the Bhagavad Gita. Krishna talks about Purva Samskar. Because of our previous impressions from everything we've done in previous lives, we're predisposed to act in certain ways, mostly to misbehave, because that's the default samskar one gets in the material world. Therefore, we require reformation. And all the samskars that we do through Pancharatric process are meant for reforming ourselves so that we're able to fully dedicate our hearts to chanting Hare Krishna and serving the Lord. The process of Diksha is applicable from the very beginning of our sampradaya. As we know from Sri Brahma Samhita, at the very beginning, Uvacha Puratas Tasmai Tasya Divya Saraswati Kama Krishnaya Govinda He Gopi Jana Ityapi Bhalabhaya Prayavanir Mantram Te Dasati Prayam. Brahmaji, who is the first created being, who alights at the beginning creation on the lotus, Swatatma Yonir Ati Vishmita Ashito Jam Kalena Tivra Tapasa Parishudha Bhava Tvamatma Nisha Bhuvigandam Ibati Shukshman Bhutendra Yashar Yamaye Vitatam Darsha. This is described by Prahlad Maharaj in his prayers to Lord Nrsingadev. He says, Sa Twatma Yoni Ati Vishmita Ashitobjam, that Brahma was born without mother and father. And there he was on the top of the lotus flower. And after self-investigating, he actually dove within the water of the Garbhadak Ocean to try to find his origin, but he was unsuccessful. Then Kalena Tivra. Tivra means, as you know, Tivrena Bhakti Yogena. He performed severe austerity, Kalena Tivra Tapasya. Parishuddha Bhava, and because of his long austerity, he was able to attain purification through which Bhutendriyasha Yamaye Vitatandadarsha, he was able to understand that the Lord was Harishikesh, he was manifest even within his own body and senses. He became enlightened. Therefore, Brahma Samhita says, Uvacha Purutas Tasmai Tasya Divi Saraswati Kama Krishnai Govinda He Gopijani Ityapi Bhalabhaya Pravanir Mantram Te Dasati Priyam. At that time, divine Saraswati appeared before Brahma and gave him the mantra, the Gopal mantra, the Krishna mantra. And then, Tapastam tapa etena tapasiddhir bhavishyasi. She said to him that by this mantra, perform austerity. So this is the austerity Brahma has described, kalena tivra tapasa. What kind of austerity did he perform? You wonder what he did on top of the lotus flower. He chanted this mantra, the mantra you're receiving today, that you've already received previously before we came down to the program. I had spoken the same mantras that I received from Srila Prabhupada into their right ears. Some people say, yeah, but it says elsewhere left ear, but the Hari Bhakti Vilas says right ear, so no problem. And that is the same as what Brahma achieved. And the Brahma Samhita goes on to describe his tapasya. Tate pe sushichiram prinam govinamaviyam shweta dvipapatim krishnam golokasya paratparam prakritya gunarupinya rupinya paripasitam sahasradala sampande koti kinchalka brimhite bhumish chintaminis tatra karnikari mahasane samasinam chiradandam jyoti rupam sanatanam Shabda Brahmam Mayam Benum Banayam Tam Bukam Buje. That's he had performed this tapasya, chanting the mantra, and because of it, then he started to perceive the spiritual world, which is being described in the verse I just quoted. Sahasradala Sampande means he conceived it as the Goloka with a lotus. In the whirl of the lotus is Radha and Krishna. You can see in the yantra, which is described in the beginning of the Brahma Samhita, a diagram, so to speak, of the ultimate goal that one focuses on. And that became manifest to Brahman. He was able to see the elements of the spiritual world through chanting this mantra that is passed down. So where does it come from, actually? The next verse explains, Ata venu nanadasya traibuti mayigati spuranti praviveshashu mukabjani swayambhuva gayatrim gayatastasmad arigatya sarojita samskritaschara gununa dvijatam agamattata. Krishna played his flute. Then Brahma heard the flute song, and from the flute song that went into his ears, then Brahma had imbibed it, and then he, from his mouth, first into his how many ears? This is on your SAT entrance exams for the university. 8 ear holes for this university guy. 4 heads, 8 ear holes. Simple math. And then it came out of his mouth as the Kamakayatri. So there's a way in which the Krishna mantra is manifest through the flute song of Sri Krishna, and then Brahma speaks it outwardly after having realized it. And what is the result of that? Dvijatam agamattata. It said he became twice born. First birth, there's 3 dvijas in the world, or in Sanskrit. Dvija means a bird, because a bird is twice born, right? Comes out in an egg, and another word, dvija, indicates teeth, because you get baby teeth, right? Then they fall out, and you get your real teeth. And the third dvija means those who take initiation, which is the samskar, or the ultimate reformation through which one then can utilize the human life properly. Dvijatam agamattata, traya prabhutata vigna tatvasagara tushtava vedasarina stotrainani nakeshavam, which means that after he had received the mantra through the flute song of Sri Krishna, then he became aware of the spiritual world. That's why we are able to chant these verses, because this is the direct vision of Brahma. Chintamani prakara sadmasu kalpavriksha lakshavriteshu. He's seeing the spiritual world directly, having received the Gayatri mantra and initiation by the Lord, and by the tapasya of chanting the mantra, the entire spiritual world becomes visible to him. And he's able to describe it to us. So that's how the disciplic succession works. That the sound vibration that was received by Brahma in the beginning then gets imparted from those who receive it to those who are willing to receive it in the next line, and then they pass it on to others. And in that way, the transcendental sound vibration descends. So this is a significant initiation that you're taking. This initiation includes 7 mantras. One of them is the Brahma Gayatri, which everyone knows, because if you've ever done parikram of Vrindavan or Govardhan, you'll hear loudspeakers going, Om Bhur Bhuva Swaha Tat Savitur Varenyam, and etc. And then after that, there's a Guru mantra to worship the Guru. Then after that, there's Guru Gayatri. And then you get the Gora mantra, and then the Gora Gayatri. Then the all-important Gopal Krishna, the Krishna mantra. And then we have finally the Kama Gayatri mantra. All these indicate the path of devotional service. It's a well-planned path which is based on the powerful realization of sages and acharyas. As is mentioned in the Srimad Bhagavatam, that the great devotees of the Lord who are fully realized, they conceive of a process through which they can cross over the ocean of material nature. Tvayambujakshakila satvadamni samadhi naveshita cheta saike patpada potena mahakritena kurvanti kovatsa padam bababdim. In the 10th canto of the Srimad Bhagavatam, at the very beginning of the prayers of the demigods to Lord Krishna within the womb, they say that the ultimate goal of life is Krishna, who's the source of everything and everyone. Tvayam bujaksha kila satvadami. And the perfection of life is to attain samadhi on Krishna. And then they say, what pada potena mahat kritena, which means that one can follow the path of the Mahat. Mahat means Krishna, because he's the Adi Guru. And then those who represent Krishna, who are his dear devotees. Balabhaya Priyavanir, but that's in the mantra I chanted from the Brahma Samhita, means that Saraswati came and gave the mantra because Brahma was so dear to Krishna. He sent his representative to impart the mantra. And Tvatpada Potena Mahat Kritena. Kritena means there's a refined process that's given for anyone who wants to extricate him or herself from the material world and attain the perfection of life. And Tvatpada Potena Mahat Kritena. Is it effective to follow the Mahats who have given a process? And the demigods say, here's how effective it is. That there's an ocean to cross. What is that ocean? Ocean of material existence. How are you going to cross an ocean? The Chaitanya Charitamrita, Kaviraj Goswami says, don't think you'll cross the ocean by catching onto the tail of a dog. If you're at the beach and you see a dog swimming and you think, maybe I'll cross the ocean or Lake Ontario by grabbing onto the tail of that golden retriever, you're going to drown. And don't take any mundane or insufficient means to try to overcome the ocean of material existence. He said, you need a process that is authorized by Krishna. So, Tvatpada Potena Mahat Kritena means that Krishna empowers the great acharyas. That's why we have an acharya sampradaya We follow in the footsteps of the great acharyas who establish a process, and then we follow it. So how effective is it? It's so effective that the ocean of material existence shrinks when we approach the boat, which represents the process given by the previous acharyas. You think, well, there's a boat, and Krishna even says in the 11th canto, Srimad Bhagavatam, Nrideham Adyam Sulabham Sadulabham Plavam Sukalpam Gurun Karnavaram, that it is necessary to find a boat and a captain and need some wind to go across the ocean. But the verse I'm quoting now from the demigod says that if you approach the boat, which is the process given by the acharyas, then the whole ocean shrinks. And you don't even need the boat practically, because if you're willing to follow it, then what padapotena mahakritena kurvanti govatsa padam bhavabdim, then the ocean shrinks. And how small does it become? About like this. Because this is the size of the hoof print of a calf. And then there's a little water in that. It's like, no big deal, I can cross it. So taking initiation is a big deal. Why? Because it's Krishna's process. He offered it to Brahma. He said, follow this process. Tapas tvam tapa etena tava siddhir bhavishyati. Best purport in all of our books is in this verse, in the Brahma Samhita. He says, tapas tvam tapa etena tava siddhir bhavishyati. He said, take this initiation. And he said, tava siddhir bhavishyati, you will certainly attain perfection. Purport. You want to hear the purport? I memorized the whole thing. You want to hear it? Its purport is clear. That's the purport. Now that's one you can memorize. Its purport is clear. 4 words. It's so clear. You take Krishna's hand. He's extending it through the process of initiation. It's his process. And this is also has been explained very clearly by our acharyas who are directly under Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Yata kanchanatam yati kamsam rasa vidanata tata. That if you take bell metal, which is not considered really high class, but we like it for kartals. It's not like gold at all. It's mixed with all kinds of things. But then there's an alchemical process, not available in this day and age, but yogis used to know how to swallow mercury. I won't go into all the details because then it'll ruin the market. But they could turn ordinary metal into gold. Yata kamsanatam yati kamsam rasa vidana. Tata diksha vidanena dvijatam jayatendrinam, means that through this process of initiation, our acharyas are saying, Sanatana Goswami wrote the Hari Bhakti Vilas, he included this verse. He said, you may be mixed in every different way. So many anarthas within the heart, so we can't even chant Hare Krishna. What are they? First one is sleep. Second one is distraction. Third one is indifference. They're not sleepy, there's no distraction. I just don't care. And then there's the assault of the senses. All these are mentioned as the obstacles to nishta, to coming to a steady stage of devotional service. They can be overcome by the very powerful process of initiation and taking the vows seriously. One can then cross over the obstacles and come into devotional service proper, where one can stand on one's own 2 feet and actually move into ruchi and an asakti and bhava and prema, which is our goal. The Harinam initiation, sometimes people say that, why do you take a Harinam initiation if the mantra is free? And Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur answers this in his commentary to the 6th canto of the Srimad Bhagavatam in the matter of Ajamil, in which he says that although the name, especially the name as is passed down to us from Srimad Mahaprabhu, which is imbued with prema, because it's important who you get the mantra from. Sanatana Goswami says, Avaishnavam Makun Girnam Putam Harikatam Ritam Savana Navikartavyam Sarpochishta Yatapaya. If you take the holy name from some recording on the internet, you don't know who you're getting it from. And if the conception is wrong, the experience can be a hindrance, because Sanatana Goswami says if you have milk, nice milk from your Goshala, and then a snake comes in and samples it at night, and then you drink it in morning, have a little bit on your cereal, and you don't feel so good later, that's because a little snake came in and tested it. So we want the pure name. It comes down through Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who explains the actual conception of the holy name, and that comes through the minds and hearts of the devotees. So although Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says the name is free, you can take it from anywhere, he said if there is a Vaishnav or Vaishnavs available who have received it in disciplic succession with the pure conception, and they're following that process as given by the Acharya Sampradaya, and then you don't take it, you say, nah, no thanks, I'll just do it myself. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says this is the third offense against chanting. And then he says something very interesting. He says, next life you can get a guru. Keep chanting, next life you get a guru. Otherwise, in this life, your chanting will not be perfected because you didn't take it through shelter, through saying, I'm taking this from a Vaishnav, I've vetted the process, I've vetted the Vaishnav, person is following an Acharya, they're in the Acharya Sampradaya, and this is what Sanatana Goswami is saying in the verse also, that Vidanena, there's a process. It's an authorized process, and if you follow it, then you can be transformed. It's not willy-nilly. There's no sense of which you just take mantras from a book and you find your guru in the Veda base, and whatever you like you can do. Yatamat tatapat. No, Vidanena means there's a clear process, and you follow that process and you receive this great benediction, that same one that Brahma achieved at the beginning of creation, you will achieve also. There are 10 offenses in the manner of chanting the holy name, and we should be favorably inclined towards Vaishnavas. Even if we find some defect in Vaishnavas, we should be very careful in the way we describe their defect. Even if we're a manager and we have to give criticism, be tactful, careful, and don't let it spill into a sense of us against them. Respect all Vaishnavas. And never go on the internet and get involved in prajalpa, because people are unrestrained on the internet. They write whatever they want, and they're not concerned so much because they think that they're in their room and they'll be protected from aparadha. But it pollutes the entire world, hearing Vaishnava aparadha. So avoid it. And certainly don't speak it. And as far as chanting goes, it's the topmost system. It's not meant for any kind of fruitive gain. It's only for pure devotional service and to please Krishna. So chant in that mood. Don't chant it to counteract sins. Just chant it to please Krishna. And also be very attentive when you chant. Chant great japa. And if you do that in the process of devotional service and chant your Gayatri mantras, worship the deity, do the best you can with everything that you're getting, and then Krishna will increase it. Everyone here is really proud of you for taking these steps, because it's not ordinary. A lot of people think about doing stuff, like wife comes home after a hard day, husband said, I thought about cooking you dinner. There's nothing there. That's a nothing sandwich. And some people say, I have Bhagavad Gita, but they don't read it. It's a good start to have it. But to actually say, I'm doing this as my life and soul, which is what initiation vows are. People are surprised. How could you do this? Because you know better. you've studied the science, you know what's what, you know life's temporary, and we only have a few days to reform ourselves and to move forward towards Krishna, and that we're being offered a process that is coming down through the disciplic succession. It's there, it's ours to accept at any time. So you are fit to be glorified for taking this, and I thank you very much. It's inspiring to me, it's inspiring to Nirankul, it's inspiring to Dharma Prana Prabhu, it's inspiring to all the assembled devotees. Thank you very much. Now we're going to... Oh, I didn't put this on. Hopefully it worked. I was supposed to wear this microphone. And now we're going to have a heartfelt ceremony in an initiation, in hearing initiation vows. And for each devotee today, we're inviting a senior devotee to give some accolades and some perspective on those taking the initiation today. So I'll start from you, Bhakta Manas, and I'll ask Mahabhagavat Prabhu. No, you don't get it. Mahabhagavat Prabhu gets it. Mahabhagavat Prabhu, are you here? Please tell us the character of your mentee, Bhakta Manas.
Hare Krishna. It's a great privilege to be here, and thank you very much, dear Manas, for displaying great sincerity and seriousness in following the process of Krishna consciousness. Many devotees noticed your enthusiasm and your vigor in trying to do everything that you possibly can. I mean, sometimes we practically have to slow you down a little bit just so you can assimilate everything that you're acquiring. You're definitely a very bright and hard-working young man, and you have a tremendous potential ahead of you. I know that after your initiation, you're going to be dropped into a very powerful yajna of going back to your family. But I'm very sure that with the protection of your Guru Maharaj, with the protection of Srila Prabhupada flowing through your Guru Maharaj, and the entire disciplic succession, and the whole community of Vaishnavas worldwide, you will do extremely well. Bhakta Manas is a very sincere person, and he's definitely a worthy candidate of receiving initiation from you, Vaisheshika Prabhu. Thank you very much.
My deepest gratitude to Mahabhagavat Prabhu for giving so much of his life air to mentor devotees and to the whole community who gives shelter to those who are sincere. Bhakta Manas, you're very fortunate to be in such a community. It takes a village to raise a child. It takes unlimited help and support to get through one whole lifetime on both tracks. And if you can put that together by staying close to good devotees, then you can easily go back to Godhead in one lifetime. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Now, no, I'll go through everyone in the room. And next we have Anuttama Prabhu, who will speak on behalf of Bhaktin Sweta. For those who don't know, he's her husband. Okay.
Hare Krishna. So I met Bhaktin Sweta during book distribution 6 years ago at the Calgary Rath Yatra in Alberta, where I was at the book table, and Bhaktin Sweta, or Sweta at that time, had come, and she wanted Bhagavad Gita as it is, Hidden Glory of India, a book that's contemporary on Bhakti Yoga, and then we were distributing the Bhagavad Gita for $12, but by slip of my tongue, I said $15. And then the next person came and said, I want a Gita too. And I said, okay, $12. And then she said, hey, you overcharged me. So then instead of giving $3 back, I was like, here's a higher taste. So that was our initial interaction, and she came to a lot of programs after for catering to Western, modern-minded audiences. And I'm really proud of Shweta for taking up this process of Krishna consciousness, being born and raised in Canada, and having, being part of a corporate job and maintaining all this is very difficult. And somehow you're able to take the initiative, as well as rely on the mercy of your Guru Maharaj and Guru Ma in the process of practicing Krishna consciousness. So it's to your credit. And now that you are taking initiation, I'm in trouble because I do 35% of the cooking at home, so I might have to increase that to 50%. But then you get to go on preaching more, so it kind of works out. So, thank you, Shweta, for taking up this important process, and also thank you to Vaisheshika Prabhu and Mother Nirakula for being inspirational to Shweta to have people of modern contemporary audiences in North America to be able to take up this process of Krishna consciousness by being, flexible on small details to make it inclusive for them. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Okay. And yesterday, I got to see you on Sankirtan, book distribution, and she was a lighthouse, effulgent in enthusiasm to meet people, and several of us got caught in a heavy rainstorm, not for very long, but we were remembering how Sandipani Muni had gone out looking for Krishna and Sudama when they went out to collect wood, and then we were thinking how nowadays the wood is the books. It's a Samitpani Shotram Brahmanishtam. You should carry wood for your spiritual master, but where do books come from? The wood was for making a fire like this. We don't do a lot of fires. They used to do them daily. And now the real yajna is giving out transcendental knowledge. So we were just thinking how appropriate it was, especially before your initiation, that you're out carrying wood and getting caught in a rainstorm. Thank you. Okay. Now we have Srinath Prabhu, who's going to speak on behalf of Nadia Kumar Prabhu, who's taking mantra diksha today.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Shri Radha Kishori Chor Gopinath ki jai. Shri Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Maharani ki jai. Shri Sugantai ki jai. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. His Grace Vaisesika Prabhu ki jai. On behalf of ISKCON Milton, on behalf of all the congregation of ISKCON Milton, it is a privilege and we are honored today for our dear Nadia Kumar Prabhu and Shyama Mataji for their second initiation. As maybe you all know that these two devotees are a pure product of ISKCON Milton. Since day one, they have been coming to ISKCON Milton, and they have been always very, very with full enthusiasm, with dedication, and always inquiring for further progress in their devotional service. And we are very, very honored and happy that today, under the guidance of His Grace Vaisesika Prabhu, they are getting their mantra Diksha initiation. So all the best. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Now, Shalagram Sheila Devidasi will speak on behalf of Shyama Dasi, who's also taking mantra diksha today.
Hare Krishna Prabhu and all glories to Shri Radha Krishna Kishore Gopinath, Lord Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Maharani, and Shri Gaurnitai, and of course all glory to Srila Prabhupada. I'm very honored to present Shyama Devi Dasi, and just to say that she is a very dedicated devotee. I'm happy to introduce her, and she has shown full dedication and enthusiasm in serving Shri Shyama Sundara, Shri Gaurnitai, Srila Prabhupada, and the devotees serving at the lotus feet of the Lord. She has been serving at ISKCON Milton in various capacities, naming some of them. which would be helping in cooking seva, taking care of our young kids in Krishna Fun Club at ISKCON Milton, and cleaning the temple and Krishna's paraphernalia. I think by cleaning the temple, she has been cleaning her heart of all the impurities, as we all continue to do so as we grow in Krishna consciousness. I wish she and her Prabhu continue to be dedicated to serving her Guru, His Grace Vaisheshika Prabhu, Shri Gaurnitai and Shri Shama Sundara, and the devotees in the service of the Lord. Wish she and her Prabhu remain fixed in devotional service and become expert in the knowledge of the Vedas. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
And now, we'd like those who have been designated to put on the neck beads, Tulsi neck beads for the 2 Harinam initiates. And if you could lead us in a couple of rousing Mahamantras, we'd appreciate it.
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Hare
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Hare
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama We maybe have to move a few of these implements. Nadia Kumar Prabhu, if you please come up. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. You do the full Dandavat. Full Dandavat. Dandavat. Get ready for Govardhan Dandavat Parikram. We noticed that when people go to see Mickey Mouse in Orlando and other places, they spend all their money and then they become exhausted, tired, waiting in lines, buying a glass of Coca-Cola for $20. They go home broken, disgusted, and very unhappy. But when we go to Govardhan at Kartik, and we walk around Govardhan, we see whole families, even the kids come out, and they're offering Dandavat Parikram. They're never unhappy. So this lifestyle of giving your heart, your choice to give your heart completely to Krishna in this pranipat, full surrender, with no reservations, this is the only path to happiness. Sarva dharman parityaja mamekam sharanam vraja am tvam sarva papi mokshayishami masucha. Krishna says, don't worry, this will work forget everything else. It's not going to work out. So we thank you very much for your dedication. It's changing the world because of your strong desire to serve Krishna and the way you're moving ahead and taking these next steps. And therefore, today, very happy to give you the certificate of Mantra Diksha, that you've taken this vow today and received your mantras. Congratulations. Hare Krishna. Shamadasi. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. What happened in Aditya Kumar? We lost one. Oh, there he is. Okay, thank you. Shamadasi, it's especially powerful when husband and wife are in sync and both of you have the same determination to surrender to Krishna together. And Nirkula and I know that the Grihastha ashram is very powerful. It's a great shelter and it's highly recommended, especially in the age of Kali. And now the two of you together with this mantra diksha can have laser focus, tivrena bhakti, full focus on Krishna and chanting your mantras and doing service and cleaning and cleaning and cleaning. Brahminical initiation means clean and clean and clean. Prabhupada said revolutionary clean. So please go on with all the amazing service that you're doing. And on this day in front of the deities, Srila Prabhupada and all the assembled Vaishnavas, I'm very happy to award you the mantra diksha. Hare Krishna. And now we'd like to call Bhakta Manas. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bhakta Manas, please tell us the vows you've come here to make in front of our founder Acharya, the deities, and all the devotees.
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj. So from today onwards, I'll follow the 4 regulative principles, including no meat eating, including fish and eggs, no gambling, no intoxication, and no illicit sex. And I would also chant a minimum of 16 rounds of Hare Krishna Mahamantra on beats.
Haribol! Following the eternal principle of parampara, taking Srila Prabhupada's and Lord Chaitanya's order to expand the Sankirtan movement as my life and soul, and depending on their mercy, the mercy of the previous acharyas, and all the Vaishnava devotees of the Lord who are like desire trees, I'm exceedingly pleased to accept you as my disciple, and therefore a grand disciple of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, and a member of the Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya. May all the previous acharyas in the ocean of mercy, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, shower you with their grace. Now your name is a real favorite of mine. It's a name of a holy place in Vrindavan. And no, don't say it. But in doing Govardhan Parikram, we go by there regularly and remember the pastime of Lord Krishna. Therefore, I very joyfully award you the name Manasi Ganga Das. Manasi Gangadas Prabhu ki. And now, let's see who we should call. Bhaktin Sweta. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hey, notice how Nirkula Devi Dasi sits here and makes sure I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing? That's 24/7. And we've been together for 37 years, 38. See, even keeping track of calendar time, she does. And it's essential because in giving heart and soul to sincere devotees who are coming, and you're one of them, it's very important to have this counterpart situation and that we work together. So I thank Nirkula very much for relentlessly and constantly taking care of me so that I can move my feet and keep going, and also for taking so much of the heavy lifting that we do together in serving the great souls like Bhaktin Sweta. Bhaktin Sweta, please tell us the vows you've come here today to make before Srila Prabhupada, the deities, and all the Vaishnavas.
I vow to chant at least 16 rounds per day, and I vow to follow the 4 regulative principles of no meat, fish, or egg eating, no intoxication, no gambling, and no illicit sex.
Following the eternal principle of parampara, taking Srila Prabhupada's and Lord Chaitanya's order to expand the Sankirtan movement as my life and soul, and depending on their mercy, the mercy of the previous acharyas, and all the Vaishnava devotees of the Lord who are like desire trees. I am exceedingly pleased to accept you as my disciple, and therefore a grand disciple of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, and a member of the Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya. May all of the previous acharyas and the ocean of mercy, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, shower you with their grace. You've got another Vrindavan name, which is this place actually is in Varsana. And those who have gone to Varsana know that it changes your life when you go to Varsana and you're able to spend some time there doing kirtan and remembering Krishna's Vrindavan pastimes, especially with Srimati Radharani. So your name is after a place where Radha and Krishna spend time together at a certain place. And it has 2 names, but yours, what they call it, is especially because it's a place they go during the summer time when it's very, very hot. And I very joyfully award you the name Shitala Kund Dasi. Hare Krishna. We'll just take about 4 minutes for me to get oriented to the yajna, and then we'll start.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Okay, everyone stay, because we need your help. And maybe if any of the seats have been vacated, and they're not just taking a short break, you can move up a little closer. We need a tight-knit group for this next part. Enthusiastic chanting and participation. You're good. The Nishit's front row, fine. Everyone else can move in and help out. The mantras are powerful when we're chanted together. And I need a couple of volunteers that would read the Bhagavatam out loud. 1, okay, 2, 3. So, and behind me. So that's 4 corners. If you get a Bhagavatam, or you can open it and just read it. You can also participate, but then at intervals, just read some verses aloud from anywhere. We want the vibration going. Prabhupada did this. And same thing behind, if you can have the 4 corners covered. And then when you are offering grains in the fire, you can use these 2 middle fingers and the thumb. Looks like a little deer, and the grains go in the fire on every swaha. So just be aware of the swaha, which is the time in which we're calling on Agni's wife to help us transfer the offering all the way up to Krishna. And Om Savana Bhavatu Savana Bhunaktu Sahaviryan Karavavahai Tejasvinam Aditam Ashtuma Vidvishabhai. Om Shantis Shantis Shantihi. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Brinda. Om Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Om Asya Karmana Punyaham Bhavantu Bravantu. Om Punyaham Om Punyaham Om Punyaham. Om Asya Karmana Swasti Bhavantu Bravantu. Ayushmanti Swasti. Om Swastir, Om Swastir, Om Swastihi. Om Asya Baramo Riddhim Bhavantu Bravantu. Om Ridyatam, Om Ridyatam, Om Ridyatam. Om Swastino Govinda Swastino Chutananto Swastino Vasudevo Vishnu Dharatu. Swastino Narayano Narovai Swastina Padmarabha Purushottam Dadatu. Swastino Vishvakrena Vishveshwaraha. Swastino Rishikesho Harir Daratu. Swastino Vayanatayo Harihi. Swastino Ananjana Suto Hanir Bhagavatu Daratu. Swasti Swasti Sumangalai Kesho Mahan Shri Krishna Sakchit Ananda Ganaha. Om Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. And now with the Bhagavatam reading and a little kirtan, if you would.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Om Vaishnavani Ihavaha Ihavaha Ihatishta Ihatishta Ihasani Dehi Ihasani Dehi Ihasani Rurasva Ihasani Rurasva Ihasani Mukho Bhavo Ihasamukho Bhavo.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Okay.
Hare
You can be ready now.
Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Om
Hare
Bhu
Hare.
Swaha Idam Vishnave Idam Namama Om Bhuva Swaha Idam Achutaya Idam Namama Om Swaha Idam Narayana Idam Namama Om Bhuva Swaha Idam Anantaya Idam Namama.
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Now we'll begin with the Mangalacharana Homa. And so everyone can chant along. If you want to make a drone and chant the same key, it'll be nice. Om Jnana Timirandasya. No, just repeat. Om Jnana Timirandasya. Jnananjana Shalakaya. Chakshurun Viditam Nena. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Swaha. 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 Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam. Stapitam Yena Bhutale. Swayam Rupa Katahmayam. Dadati Swapadantikam. Swaha. 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 Vandeham Shri Guru Sri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Bitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sadvatutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shiva Shakanvitanscha Swaha Swaha Swaha. Out loud, chant it. Out loud. Loud, loud. Nama Om, like that. Vishnu Padaya. You offer this one. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Swaha Swaha Swaha. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Tinamine Shri Bhavani Devi Daitaya Kripabdaye Krishna Sambandha Vijnana Dayane Prabhave Namaha Madhuryo Jwala Premadya Shri Rupanugha Bhaktida Shri Gora Karuna Shakti Vigrahaya Namostute Namaste Gauravani Shri Murtaye Dinatarine Rupanuga Virudhapa Apasiddhanta Dvanta Harine Swaha Swaha Swaha. Namo Gorakishoraya Sakshad Vairagya Murtaye Vipralamba Rasambode Padambujaya Te Namaha Swaha Swaha Swaha. Namo Bhaktivinodaya Sakchidananda Namine Gaura Shakti Swarupaya Rupanuga Varayate Swaha Swaha Swaha. Gaura Virbhava Bhumes Tvam Nirdeshta Sajjana Priya Vaishnava Sarvabhauma Shri Jagannathaya Te Namaha Swaha Swaha Swaha. Vancha Kalpa Tarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Yevacha Patitanam Pavinebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Swaha Swaha Swaha. Namo Mahavaranyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gaura Tushe Namaha Swaha 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 Pancha Tatvatmakam Krishnam Bhakta Rupa Swarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam Swaha 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 Hey Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Swaha 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 Jayatam Suratau Pangor Mamamanda Matirgati Matsarvaswa Padambo Jao Radha Madana Mohanao Swaha 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 Divyad Vrindaranya Kalpadrumada Srimad Ratnagara Singhasanastao Srimad Radha Srila Govinda Deva Preshtalibi Sevyamanao Smarami Swaha 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 Shriman Rasa Rasarampi Vamshivata Tatastitaha Karshan Venur Swaner Gopir Gopinatha Shrestunaha Swaha 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 Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Swaha 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 Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Swaha 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Swaha 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Swaha 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Swaha 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 Om Bhu Swaha Idam Vishnave Idam Namama Om Bhuva Swaha Idam Achutaya Idam Namama Om Swaha. Swaha. Idam Narayanaya Idam Namama. Om Bhuvaswa. Swaha. Idam Anantaya Idam Namama. And now we're going to perform the Purnahuti, which means that you can stand up and we'll make a final offering into the fire. So all the initiates can stand up. And then you can offer banana when we say Swaha. Kind of a few of those grains. Namo Brahmane Devaya Go Brahmani Taicha Jagatitaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namaha Swaha. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnameva Vashishyate
Purnameva Vashishyate
Purnasya Purnamadaya
Purnasya Purnamadaya
Purnameva Vashishyate
Purnameva Vashishyate
Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnameva Vashishyate Purnam. I'm sorry. Om Purnamada Purnamidam
Om Purnamada Purnamidam
Purnat Purnam Udachyate
Purnat Purnam Udachyate
Purnasya Purnamadaya
Purnamadaya
Purnameva Vashishyate Mantrahinam Krihinam Bhaktihinam Janardana Yat Pujitam Maya Devam Paripurnam Turastu Me Swaha. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Go Premanande Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Hariharaya Namah Krishna Yadavaya Namaha Haraya Namah Yadavaya Namaha Hariharaya Namah Krishna Yadavaya Namaha Haraya Namah Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha Gopa Govinda Ram Shri Madhusudan Giridhari Gopinath Madan Mohan Giridhari Gopinath Madan Mohan Shri Chaitanya Nityananda Shri Advaita Sita Hari Guru Vaishnava Bhagavata Gita Hari Vaishnava Bhagavata Gita Shri Rup Si Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath Shri Jiva Gopal Bhatta Das Raghunath H.I. Gosai Kori Charana Vandan Jaha Hoite Vignanash Abhishta Puran H.I. Gosai Jar Muitar Das Tan Savara Pararinu Mora Panchagras Tande Tera charana sebe bhakta sanivas. Janame janame hoy abilas. Chai gosai jabe braj koi labas. Radha Krishna Nitya Lila Koila Prakash. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Nitya Lila Koila Prakash. Get ready, get ready. Bolo Anande Bolo Hari Bhaja Vrindavan. Bolo Anande Bolo Hari Bhaja Vrindavan. Shri Guru Vaishnava Padi Majami Aman. Shri Guru Vaishnava Pad Padma Kodi Ash. Hari Nam Sankirtan Kohe Narottama Das. One more time. Hari Nam Sankirtan Kohe Narottama Das. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Nitai Gaura Hari
Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Nitai Gaura Hari Bo, Hari Bo.
Nitai Gaura
Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo.
Jaya Jaya
Prabhupada, Prabhupada,
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada.
Prabhupada, Prabhupada.
Jai Gaur Premanande.
Bo.
Sankirtan ki. Sharinam Mantra ki.
Jai.
Sharinam Prabhu ki. Gaur Premanande. Nitai Gaura Hari Bo.
Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo. Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivajrakacharya Shtotra Shatta Shri Shrimad. His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivajrakacharya Shtotra Shatta Shri Shrimad. His Divine Grace Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Maharaj Prabhupada ki. ISKCON Founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada ki. Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki. Prem se kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath Shyamakund Radhakund Giri Govardhana ki. Shri Vrindavan Dhama ki. Shri Mayapur Dhama ki. Jagannath Puri Dhama ki. Nure Muna Dhama ki. Shri Shri Radha Kirchar Gopinath ki. Jagannath Baladev Subhadra ki. Shri Shri Gaur Nitai ki. Yamuna Mai ki. Ganga Mai ki. Tulsi Devi ki. Bhakti Devi ki. Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki. Samaveda Bhakta Vrinda ki. Nitai Gaura Premanande. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
It's not a fast day, is it? Are we fasting today?
Then Sharira Jaja Jodendriya Dohika Jibe Pele Vishaya Sakade Karma Jedi Vayati Take Jeta Katita Sansare Krishna Buddha Toya Moy Kori Bari Jiva Shaprasadana Dilobai Shayanamrita Pao Radha Krishna Gunagao Preme Dako Shri Chaitanya Dita Preme Dako Shri Chaitanya Dita Mahashari Govinde Nama Brahmani Vaishade Sabha Punya Vikram Raja Krishna Sonadja Prasade Sarva Dukkha Seta Suyashu Budipaya Patistate Tvayopa Buddha Sagnanda Vasulankar Charchitaha Utishta Bodhi no Dasas Davamayam Jahimahi Nadesha Niyamasatana Kala Niyamastatra Naptamanam Jitam Shishta Bhoktarim Hariva Brabir Bhagavat Shri Mahaprashadaki Goda Premanande Nitai Goda Hari Bo Hari Bo Hari Bo Nitai Goda Hari Bo. Can I say it? Can I say it? Please come take prasadam. Vajkalpadukasha kripasinabheva patitanam pavnibhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha.
Please join me in thanking Maha Bhagavat Prabhu, Arunakeshwari Mataji, Vittal Bhakta and their team for preparing prasadam for all the devotees today. Hare Krishna.